Hello everyone, welcome back into another video. Today we're gonna have a look at what the tier list could be for this new version 4.6 of Genshin Impact. And yeah, there are a bunch of new characters, upcoming characters, which I am just going to not include. And I just want to remind that this is going to be mostly based on my playstyle and my understanding of the playstyle, but of course, if you have any suggestions, leave them in the comments below so we can maybe make a new and better tier list. All right, let's get started. So first of all, I will put the Traveler in D tier because, I mean, unless you just start playing the game, you're not gonna use them. Yeah, we're just gonna put them in D tier. If you like the playstyle, just use them, but I don't think they're worth playing. Moving on to Jean, I will say she's a great healer, and she can use Viridescent, which makes her immediately much better. And yeah, she can also cleanse your status effects, so I will put her in B tier for now, but we may be able to move her to A tier, we will see. Lisa, I'm just gonna put her in C tier. She has something going on with the defense reduction that she has with her talent and or constellation, was it? But yeah, other than that, she is a good okay support, but nothing more than that. Ember, I think other than puzzles, I will never use her ever. So yeah, D tier. Noelle, she is amazing actually, and with the Husk of Open Dream set, she becomes a monster, and she's pretty good for free-to players. And we all have a Noelle. So she gets an A tier just for that, because everyone has her, and everyone can build her, and she deals a lot of damage. Especially if you have Furina. She becomes a monster. And yeah, she scales off defense, so having Goro, for example, will make her even better. So yeah, she gets an A. Might get demoted to B, we'll see later, but yeah. Barbara, the OG healer, she gets C. I mean, you can use her, but Jean is better, and like every other healer is better than Barbara. So yeah, I mean, it's Barbara. You're gonna get frozen, and yeah, we don't like that. All right, Sucrose. Sucrose is still pretty powerful, so I would argue she might also be an A tier, just because Kazuha is the S tier. Little spoiler, but yeah, as a 4-star unit, and one that has been in the game since like the beginning, yeah, she gets an A. She gets an A. I think it's alright to give her an A. She's pretty good. She can CC, she can debuff, she gives your teammates elemental mastery. Overall, a pretty good unit. Fischl, I think she's S tier, just because every update they give her something new that she can use, like the new artifact set, new weapons. She just gets better and better with time. She is just that good. I'm just gonna put her in S tier. Okay, Mona, I'm just gonna put her in B tier. She might have been an A tier before we got Furina, but now she's just used for showcases, just because of the incredible buff she gives to the team. But other than that, I have never seen someone use Mona in years, so I'm gonna give her a B, just because big numbers. All right, Keia, we like Keia. He can deal the damage and has cryo application, but I don't think you would ever use him that much. I mean, you can, absolutely, but other than freezing the enemies, he's not that great. If you don't have anyone that can do the freezing, you get him for free, you can use him. He has a skin that's cool, I guess, I don't know. My man Batman here, Diluc. Diluc, we like Diluc. He is basic, but he's a very fun character to play. He's pretty cool. I think he's still an A tier DPS. He definitely cannot compete with the current meta DPSs. He's not. He is not that good. He has fallen, but I've seen people use him for some shenanigans, and he actually can deal still a lot of damage. Razor the Wolf Boy. Wolf Boy has fallen, and fallen he has because the physical is just bad. Physical was good once when the game released. Eula made the physical thing be fun and stuff, but we haven't seen a physical buffer or any physical thing in years. I think the last one was Mika, and that was like 2 years ago or something. So yeah, Razor, it's still good. You can do the Hyperbloom team with him and use his Electro side of things to deal damage, but I don't know. Sino exists, and that's what he does better than him. So yeah, Bennett is the Pyro Archon. We all know that he is a Pyro Archon. He's S tier. He is strong. He is insane, he is powerful, he can heal you, he can buff your attack, he cleanses your status effects, unless it's Pyro, I guess, but he is insane, he is strong, and everyone uses him. And he is probably still the most broken character in the game, just because it's just a 4-star character, so it's easier to get. You can buy him from the monthly shop. Like, what can we say? He's insane. He's crazy strong. Now, Ningguang, I think she's had a few little buffs-ish, but not because of her kit being now stronger or anything. It's just that there's new characters that have been added to the game, and new artifact sets and new weapons that can actually give her a bigger advantage against other units, and I would actually say she's not on par with Noelle, not even close, but I think she might deserve a B tier. Alright, Beidou, she also I think deserves a B tier. She is strong, and she is pretty good in the new Arlecchino Overload team, but I don't think she's that good to get an A tier, so B will do for now. We will see, maybe later we can change some stuff around. Now, Qing, I will say she also feels like Beidou tier, maybe a bit higher than Beidou. I will say maybe here, yeah. And I mean, I'm just putting them in order, but I'm fixing that later. As I said, this is just to get some kind of overview of what I'm doing. Xuanling also an S tier. Nothing to say. She is insanely good at being an off-field damage dealer, and she, as well as Fischl and Bennett, she just keeps getting stronger. She's been great since the start of the game, and she will always be great. Moving on to this guy, the Popsicle Man. I haven't seen anyone use him in a while, and the only thing he does is basically you get cryo infusion on your weapon, and that's it basically. So okay, Shincho, as well as the other ones, he is still one of the best Hydro applicators in the game, and that's incredible, because he, as well as this other fellas over here, yeah, they all are day one characters. They are just crazy good, and everyone loves them, and there's a reason why. Okay, Chi-Chi, yeah, we didn't talk about Chi-Chi. She doesn't exist, alright? She is not in the game. We don't care if you lose 50-50 to her. I am a bit sorry, but you can have some fun with like physical builds and shenanigans like that, but yeah, she just heals you. I don't think there's a worse one. Venti, my boy, gets an A tier, I think. I think it's going to be below Sucrose, just because Sucrose is better for all around buffing your team's damage, while he's good at regenerating energy for your team if you infuse the same element as your teammates. He is still insanely good at grouping enemies, probably still the best grouping ability in the game. He's very good at exploration, because he reduces stamina consumption for your gliding. And yeah, his elemental skill is also quite nice for exploration, because you reach points that are up in the air very easily, and you can cheese some puzzles with that. Other than that, I think he's okay in A tier. Klee, oh boy, Klee. Wow, I haven't seen someone play Klee in a while. The only time I see people play Klee is when they one-shot everything with a C6, so myself as a 6-0 Klee with her 4-star weapon, I use her sometimes just because of, I feel like it, but yeah, I still think the look might be better. I haven't seen anyone use her again. If someone has a fun build or can show me Klee being good somewhere, I am going to fix this and put her maybe higher. I don't know. But yeah, there's not much she can do. All right, Child. I'm gonna put him in A tier, just because these two characters over here, and Sucrose or Kazuha, I guess. But yeah, he is still a very good unit, probably the best unit to use in a national team, unless you want to use Raiden. But he is pretty good, because he applies Hydro very, very fast, and that enables Shanling to do Vaporize damage and deal a ton of damage, and kill enemies very fast. So yeah, he's pretty good. Also, his Elemental Burst is Nuke and deals stupid amount of damage. And in a team like this, where you have a ton of Pyro application, you can Vaporize pretty easily his Burst and deal double damage. So yeah, I guess A tier is deserved. If you have Constellations, maybe S tier, but I think that we have better Hydro characters to put in S tier, and we know who that is. But yeah, he's, I think, pretty good, and A tier fits him occasionally well. Now Diona, I'm going to put her definitely above Barbara, that is for sure. I don't think she deserves to be in C tier. I think she deserves to be in B tier, and I think she's going to be below Jin, just because Jin, she's an anima unit, so she can use the Viridescent set, and Diona cannot, and that's basically it. But she can provide a shield, reduce your stamina consumption with that shield, provides healing, can apply cryo to enemies, gives you elemental mastery. Like, she does a lot. She does a lot. For a 4-star unit, she is pretty good. Now Zhongli. Zhongli as a support is an S tier. As a DPS, he is probably B tier. But if you're using Zhongli as a DPS, first of all, you're weird. And second of all, you're weird. So yeah, he's an S tier. And I think I'm going to put him above Shinshu, just because I think he's on the same level as Bennett and Shalling, because his shield is still the strongest shield in the game, and also provides you with more damage, because he just reduces the elemental resistance of enemies around you. His burst can petrify, so that's a nice oh my god button, and you need some CC. Oh boy, her, the rockstar, the one and only. I don't even know how to say her name. Yeah, she's pretty bad. I'm actually thinking to put her in D tier because of that. I don't know, she just doesn't do much. And she's not good either at being a DPS nor being a support, because she does nothing. Yeah, it's pretty massive a character. She is beautiful and she looks amazing, and her animations are insane, but oh boy, they did her dirty and she's not that great anymore. Okay, Albedo. Albedo was kind of nerfed-ish because Chiori released, and Chiori is just pretty much an upgrade. So I'm gonna put him in B tier, but he is still pretty good. His elemental skill deals a lot of damage, his burst deals a lot of damage, and if you don't have Chiori and you prefer using him, there you go, you have Albedo, still pretty good. Alright, Ganyu is not that strong anymore, but that doesn't mean that she cannot do stuff in Genshin. She is still a very good DPS. She just isn't the best anymore. Yeah, I'm gonna put her in top 8 here because again, she's pretty good, and I think she and Xiao as well could share the same 8 tier spot. So yeah. I mean, artifact wise, there's not been any big changes even for Ganyu. No crazy changes for her as well. Yeah, they're still 8 tier. I think they're okay in 8 tier. Hu Tao, I'm going to put her in S tier. Because people love her, and if I put her below S tier, they're gonna kill me. So yeah, she stays in S tier. I'm not gonna say anything about her because again, if I say bad things about her, they will probably do bad stuff to me. I already put Kitchen in B tier, and people will cry about it. So S tier. There we go. Be happy. Okay, Rosaria, I'm gonna put her in B tier. And I need to speed up because there's so many characters in there. Already has been like probably half an hour they have to cut and stuff. So yeah, we need to speed up some. Yeah, Rosaria bit here. She's good at DPS off field, and yes, she debuffs physical. Okay character, I think. You know what? Maybe we'll put her in C tier because Lisa does the same for the random defense while she's physical. So yeah, there we go. C tier. Yanfei, I put her over. Yanfei, I think she is better than Klee just because she is 4-star and don't have to pull for her. You can accidentally get her, and she's fun to play. Yeah, she gets above Klee tier, B tier. That is fine. Eula is a bottom 8 tier. She is still pretty good. I've used her at C0 with her weapon and not with her weapon, and she deals big damage. It takes forever to do the big damage, but it's haha funny, so I like it. Kazuha S tier, we don't care about what other people say. He's the best unit in the game after Bennett, that's for sure. But he is the best animal unit in the game, no doubt about it. He is that strong. Ayaka, she is better than Ganyu, that is for sure, we know that. Just because personal preferences, but yeah, Ayaka we like, and yeah, she deals also big damage, and Burst deals big damage as well. Yumiya, I love her so much, but I think she has been losing power recently, and I don't think she's gonna get that back, so she gets below the look tier. Sayu, does anyone even use her? I don't think so, but she heals you like Jin, and she is animal, so she cannot be bad. I'm gonna put her below Bidu, and definitely below Mona, but yeah, she animal, she viridescent, she is still good. If you're animal, you're not gonna be below C tier, that's for sure, unless you're a traveler, because yeah, who uses traveler? Raiden, if I don't put Raiden in S tier, somebody is going to slap me, so Raiden gets S tier. I guess she can be up here, of course, especially if you have a C2, and Burst deals big damage and regenerates energy, which we like. Sarah, we're gonna put Sarah just below Raiden because they need to be close together. There is no other reason. She's not at A tier. She's not definitely stronger than any of these characters, but they need to be close. So I hope you guys understand that. But if I were to put her somewhere else, I guess she will be bottom 8 tier, because I mean she still buffs you a lot, and especially if you are an Electro unit, for example Raiden or any other Electro unit, you get a big buff in damage, especially with C6. Kokomi. I think she is still an 8 tier. I mean, she pretty much doesn't let you ever go below 50% HP, and she is insane in freeze teams still. Even though Furina can now also fit that role. But yeah, I think she deserves an 8 tier. I think an 8 tier is okay. She also is a Catalyst user, so she can use the Intellis of Dragon Slayers. If you have any arguments against Kokomi, just let me know. Moving on, we have Aloy. Yeah, D tier, we don't care. She doesn't have constellations. Her weapon doesn't even work with her unless you play on PlayStation. So like, what are we talking about? She is not good. Don't use her. I mean, if you really have some feelings for her, just go buy Horizon Zero Dawn and play that game. Definitely better than using her against mechas in Genshin. But yeah, don't use her. She's not good. You might argue, but yeah, she does damage with her ultimate, and she has fun ball mechanics. No, don't use her. I'd rather use Diona as a DPS than her. Don't. Rosaria is better. Chongyun is better than her. Like, don't. She doesn't have constellations. Just she doesn't get any power. So yeah, don't use her. My boy Toma is the good pyro shield boy, and for that I'm going to put him in I guess B tier. I guess B tier is okay. Toma, other than doing shield and being used in some Burgeon themes, I haven't seen him used basically ever. If burning becomes the new meta or something, we will see. Maybe new characters in the future will do some burning stuff. Who knows? Now, Itto. I think he's on the same level as Noelle, but I feel like Noelle is much easier to play and to obtain as well. So, yeah, they're basically in the same tier. They deal very similar damage with the same stuff, so they need the same stats, they need the same weapons, the same artifact. Like, just your preference here. I'm going to put them in the same tier. Like, I'm just going to put Noelle first because she's a woman, so she gets the good treatment. But we like Itto. He's funny. Now Goro, unless you have Noelle or Itto, he's useless. So B tier, because he does just that. And unless you're using a Geo team, he is useless. You could argue that Sarah is similar in a way, but she is really not, because she provides buffs for everyone. He does buff Geo, and that's it. So again, very, very specific character. Shenhe, on the other hand, even though she is only good for Cryo and physical, weirdly enough, yeah, she also buffs physical. Yeah, she gets I don't know, it's either bottom A or top B, just because of the amount of buff she gives. Top B tier, mostly because I have Sucrose here. Venti maybe lower. Yeah, let's put Venti bottom A tier, I think is okay. Let's see if I can change anything else at the moment, but I don't think so. Again, Sarah is here for that reason. Don't think too much about it. Eula is definitely not better than them. Yeah, I think this is okay for now. We'll have a look at the end again, but all right, moving on. Yunjin, again, she is very limited, but she is good at what she does, and you can actually use her with Arlecchino now. Other than that, I have not much to say. Good buffer for normal attacks. That's pretty much it. Yaimiku gets... she is on the same level as Fischl, basically. The only really difference might be that they deal same amount of damage. She does deal more damage than Fischl, but she requires more time on field to basically make her deal that damage. While Fischl, you just press E and press Q once in a while and you're fine. So yeah, they are similar in that case, but again, she might deal more damage, but it's more time consuming to use during a fight, while Fischl isn't that time intensive, and she deals maybe a little bit less damage. If you have preferences, let me know in the comments. Ayato, I don't like him, and as I said, this tier list is also based on my preferences. So again, if you have any suggestions, let me know. But I don't think he is better than Child. I am sorry, but Child is just better. Child has more Hydro applications, and he does big PP damage with the ult, and I like seeing big numbers. He does not provide big numbers, so for me, he is bad. Especially when you think that Shincho can basically deal more damage than him, so I don't know. I don't like him. I'm gonna put him in A tier, just because I don't think he deserves B tier, because we have a catching in B tier. But yeah, he is not great at all. Yelan is S tier. Yelan is S tier, we don't have to talk too much about it. I'm gonna put her on the same level as Shincho, only above him just because she provides the normal attack damage bonus, while Shincho only provides the damage reduction, which cool, but yeah, she provides more damage, and she also deals more damage. And that's the only big difference between them two. Shincho also applies more Hydro than her, but that's not really that important because you're probably going to use them both in the same team, and that's definitely the way to go. Cookie Shinobu, I'm going to put her in S tier, and people will argue that she is not worthy of S tier, but she is the only good Electro support and very good at what she does because she can heal you and also proc those Dendro Bombs. And we like Dendro Bombs. Dendro Bombs are fun, and she is really good at proccing them. Yeah, very good with Alatam as well. So again, she might not be that strong, but I like her very much. I liked her since the day she came out because she was the first Electro healer. And we love that. Hydro is fun. Hydro is cool, but he doesn't deal that much damage unless you have a C6, which could be because he's a 4-star. So I'm going to put him below Ningguang for sure, because she's so much easier to build. But maybe below Keqing. Keqing, I was thinking to put her in A tier as well, but yeah, I don't think she's worthy of A tier. I don't know, she can deal very good amount of damage, but can't compare with the big units. Like in here we have, I think, better units overall. Xiao definitely too high, that's for sure. Xiao definitely better than Ayato, definitely better than Eula. But still, I don't think it's better than Ito or Noelle, unless you have like a very good Xiao and a very bad Noelle. But having played both of them, I think she's so much easier to use, and that's the only difference. Like, she's so much easier to use, and she's also free. Tinari, I love this guy. He is one of the few bow users that I enjoy, just because you didn't have to charge attack forever, like Ganyu or Line. Yeah, I like him quite a lot, and he also deals a lot of damage, so I'm going to put him around here with the Diluc. Yeah, around the Diluc level, maybe above Diluc, which means I have to put Sora here. So yeah, he gets this tier, and also he can use a bunch of weapons, and that makes him very, very viable for pretty much anyone who likes playing bow characters. Other Dendro bow character that's not that good though is going to be Collie. Collie, I love her so much just because of the lore and the story, the backstory she has, but yeah, I mean, you can use her, but she's very gimmicky and doesn't have that much uptime. So yeah, I would probably put, probably C tier. I think C tier is okay. Below Kaya? Below Kaya, no, I think she's in the same level as Lisa. Maybe lower Lisa, just because Lisa does something while she really doesn't deal much other than increase your elemental mastery by a little bit. So okay, but nothing crazy. Dory is D tier because Dory, so D tier. Not talking about it. Sino, I find him very cool to play as well, and I think Sino deserves definitely an A tier. He might not be the best character or whatever. You might argue that you like Razor more than him, but he is strong. He's really strong. He deals a lot of damage in aggravate teams. So yeah, we like Sino. Also, I have to put her here. Candace, I love her so much. Her playstyle is funny and enjoyable, and she has shields and big HP and buffs your hydro damage and infuses your weapons with hydro damage. And she is really unique and probably one of the coolest looking characters in the game. Just for that, she gets B tier. I don't care. She is beautiful, so B tier. Nilu. I think she's definitely better than Ayato, so she gets to be here at least. Better than Eula? Yes, I guess so, because bombs. And yeah, Nilo does bombs better than Klee. Who would have thought? Yeah, Nilo. I don't know. She might be better than Xiao, arguably. But I think, yeah, I think she stays here just because building her and using her in a team is quite strange and requires a lot of attention and requires you to maybe focus too much on the game. But yeah, weird playing style, we like it, so she gets an A tier, and she also still deals enough damage to manage to get A tier anyway. Nahida is S tier. She is on the same level as Bennett, I think, and Kazuha. She is really strong. She is insane. If you have a C2, you're gonna kill everything just with her elemental skill and one random reaction that you can proc. Her elemental burst gives you the entire team a ton of elemental mastery. You pair that with Kazuha, for example, or anything else, and you start doing some reactions. She is insane. Layla, she is cute, and her shield is actually quite strong, and people have been using her in teams. I don't know what teams, but I've seen her being used. So just for that, she gets above the Iona tier, because they bought Cryo, they bought Shield, and she just does some things different, but I like it. Also, her uptime on her shield is pretty much 100%, so we like that as well. The Wanderer himself, he is definitely better than Xiao. I am sorry, Xiao mains, but he is just better. If you have invested in your Xiao more than him, then yes, your Xiao is gonna be stronger, hooray. But he is still better than Xiao. I am sorry. He might be better even than Noel. I'm going to put him here. I think this is okay because they can access vaporize damage while he just has big animal damage. He also needs Faruzan. As we said with Goro, they're very specific units and they only work in that team, so they get the same tier. Yeah, also maybe she's even worse because at least Goro can buff defense as well, while she only buffs animal, and I think that's pretty much it. So unless I'm forgetting something, which if I do, let me know. Yeah, she gets the same tier. Again, very specific units, unless you are building a team that works around them, around the specific element like Geo or Anemo. I don't think they are gonna be great in anything else. Alethame, he gets another S tier. Yeah, another S tier. He is stronger definitely than Yaimiko. Probably up here, because this is the team you would use, like something like this. Or maybe him, Shincho, Nahida, and Kuki, something like that. Yao, probably everyone forgot about her, so she gets Cold A tier. Dia, I think she's now a bit better than she was before, because people are now understanding that she is more supposed to be like a Zhongli, but no shields, and she takes the damage instead, other than a DPS, which everyone wanted her to be, but she's not. I guess she's definitely not an S tier, but as a support, she basically has the same power as Jean, I think. I think it's better than Toma. I think B tier is okay. Also because she's beautiful. So yeah, and Candace is here as well. So yeah, we're gonna put her in B tier. But again, she is pretty good. I don't think she's better than Kokomi, that is for sure. I don't think she's better than Cookie, that is for sure. Definitely not better than Zhongli, so yeah. Pretty interesting character. I wanted to spend some time talking about her because I like her very much, even though she is not that great. Mika gets, same tier as this guy, because he may be able to buff speed, attack speed, and heal you, so maybe a little bit more than what Faruzan does. So like kind of Goro tier, because Goro can also heal you with his constellations. And he buffs physical instead, so maybe above Goro, just because you can use him in more teams, even though you don't want to use physical. He also buffs attack speed, and that's pretty unique. I think that's unique, yeah. Which means, yeah, we might put Chongyun up here because of attack speed. Baiju is S tier. Baiju is an S tier support. I don't care. Basically, either him or Cookie, you will use both of them in the same team. I might put him a bit higher than Cookie just because he buffs elemental reactions, and that's the whole point of using him. His shields are useless, but they are not used for shielding, more for like avoiding interruptions, and that's pretty cool. Kave, I don't use Kave. I never got Kave. I know he's fun, but I don't have him, so I'm not gonna rate him. But if I were to rate him, he's probably gonna be B tier, like Sayu, because like Sayu, like Yanfei, you're not gonna use them that much, but they're fun to play. So yeah, you're gonna use them once in a while. I don't know, maybe not Sayu or Yanfei level, but he's still Dendro, so it's pretty good as well. Anyway, Kirara, good shielder. That's it. Yeah, she's a C tier. She doesn't do anything other than shield and big burst damage. But she's Dendro, and Dendro means usually good, so she joins the Dendro team. Line, I think he might be better than Hu Tao in a full pyro team. I don't think he is better than Aletem though. That is, I don't think he's better than Aletem. Aletem is just so strong, so strong. If there was an SS tier, maybe this would have been different, but I don't want to do SS tier. Like there's no point. Like S tier is already good enough. Okay, we have Lynette. She is Anemo, so you guessed it. She gets the Sayu tier. Yeah, she is Anemo. She uses Viridescent. Unless you have a C6, she doesn't do that much. But yeah, she's cute, I guess. I don't know. Beautiful tier. B's for beautiful. Fremine, physically, yeah. He might be better than Razor? Nah, I think they're the same level. Just different playstyles, but yeah, physical just doesn't work anymore at the moment. We need something to dramatically change physical somehow, because it's not that great anymore. Unless you have Eula. New Villa, yes, tier. Nothing to talk about. He's the strongest DPS in the game. Strongest DPS in the game means he's S tier above everyone else. Riosley, I don't care what you guys say or whatever you think. He is not gonna be better than Ayaka. I am sorry, unless you have Constellation 6, he's not better than Ayaka. I don't think he's even better than Ganyu. I don't think he's even worth of A tier. He doesn't deal much damage. He's very gimmicky. His whole playstyle is weird. If you like how he looks, okay, but I don't think it's worth putting up here. I don't have him though, so I'm not gonna rate him. Yeah, so that's up to you. You tell me in the comments. I don't play him, but again, I don't think he's better than Ayaka. Furina also S tier. Either Nuvillette or Furina, they are the same place. Yeah, she's the strongest buffer in the game. He is the strongest DPS in the game. You put them together, voila, game's broken. Nothing can survive. Charlotte. Okay. She's fun, I guess. And this playlist is based again on my personal preferences, so please don't take it as a meta DPS. You put someone below, oh my god. If you have some arguments, tell me in the comments. I'm not making this to make you feel bad. This is just sharing my idea of the game. But yeah, Charlotte, I like her and her playstyle. I think it's pretty fun. Which means she gets B tier because of that. But she doesn't deal much. But it's an okay sub DPS debuffer in the phrase team. Yeah, I guess maybe here as well. Yeah, I think it's okay, because again, these characters over here, all the sub DPSs or DPSs in here aren't the best, but you can use them. In A tier, I'm trying to put the characters that you want to pull for, but they are not yet the best characters in the game. And S tier are just meta or must pulls. So yeah, that's what I'm trying to do. C tier, if you have them, you can use them. But they're not recommended, and D tier is just do not play, they are bad. Navia, I know she's definitely an S tier, but I do not own Navia. She doesn't get into the tier list, yeah. She I don't know. I've played her in some events, but that's pretty much it. I have no idea how strong she can get with a good team, with a good weapon and good artifact. So yeah, I'm not gonna rate her. Okay, Chevreuse, for me, she's unique. She's a very unique character. She's not gonna fall in B tier like Mika, Goro, and Faruzan, just because she is really unique. She finally, at C6 at least, not even at C6, but C6 makes everything much better. She finally gave Overlord something. We have been waiting to play with Overlord for a while. The only worthwhile team with Overlord was using Yoimiya and doing Overlord with her, just because she had ranged attacks and the reaction itself was pretty much bad. Well, now with her, it's pretty good, because she debuffs enemies, reduces their electro and pyro resistances. It's basically almost as using like Kazuha and Bennett together in the team. And to do that, you only need to use, of course, electro and pyro units. But that's cool, and I like it. And she gets an A tier just because of that, because she's unique. Bird Mommy, I'm pretty sure she's A tier and above. I don't know, I don't have her. So yeah, she's, I don't know. I'm pretty sure she's very strong, and I've seen things, but she's, I don't know. Just I have no idea. Gaming. I've seen videos of him dealing pretty big damage, and I think he might even be better than Xiao, even at C0, I think. But again, if you have a very invested Xiao, Gaming is probably not gonna compete. But average Xiao against average Gaming, I'd rather use Gaming because it's a lot easier to play. You may want to give him any kind of shield because he is somehow squishier than Xiao, but he is good. He deals good plunge damage. Oh, Chiori, there we go. I pulled for her, and I love her. And she is better than Albedo. Definitely better than Albedo. But she has her gimmicks, and like she needs Constellation 1 to work very well in Navia teams and other teams as well. She's not S tier, but she's definitely an A tier, I think, for me. So I'm going to put her in bottom A tier, just to differentiate from Albedo. But yeah, she's not amazing, but she's pretty fun. Okay, Arlecchino. Is she better than Nuvila? No, not really. But they are pretty much the most powerful units in the game right now, so either one, pretty good. I have both at C1 and Refinement 1. So I can compare them at their like most free-to-play-ish, like the best free-to-play thing you can get. Yeah, I can see them both being really, really good. But for me, Nuvilat, I think he might be better just because he doesn't have to deal too much with the bundle life mechanic. Maybe in the future when we get some other characters that maybe can buff characters with bundle life or stuff like that, I think he's slightly better. But yeah, And now we have the upcoming characters, which I have no idea what they do. I mean, I haven't seen playstyle and stuff, but like Lorraine, people are excited about her. I think she's gonna be pretty cool. And having finally, after I don't know how long, another Electro DPS, it's nice because I think the last Electro DPS we got as like a main DPS was Sino, and that was a while ago. So yeah, I'm excited to see what she does. Sigewin or Sigwin, I'm not sure which one is correct. She's cool. She's a cool character. I think she's going to be also a 5-star, and she's a support. From what I've seen, she spawned the same bubbles that Nuvillette and Hydro Traveler spawn, so like the healing ones. So maybe she's gonna be great for Nuvillette. We will see, I guess. But I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? And then this guy, Setos, 4-star character. Might be good, might be bad, who knows? I just know that he looks badass and his playstyle will be fun. And yeah, that's pretty much the tier list. I'm going to give it a little bit of a look. But I think that's pretty much what I want to do. Again, if someone is above someone else's, don't pay too much attention to it. And oh, sorry, I have to put her here. I'm sorry. They need to be together. It's not me. That's how it is. All right. I can't do anything about it. That's the tier list. Again, not meta, based mostly on preferences and my knowledge of the game. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. I'm genuinely curious about what people think about it, because I may have missed something about characters that I don't usually play that much, and about those characters that I don't own, which Albedo is one of them, so yoink. Again, he, for me, is below Chiori, but please let me know in the comments if you have him. And yeah, I think I'm gonna leave it at this, and that's pretty much it. I'm going to save this and download the image, and yeah, start editing the video. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Again, this playlist is not meta, it's mostly my preferences, and it's based on my knowledge of the characters I own, again. And if you have any suggestions and recommendations, if you're angry about it, leave a dislike, I guess. And if you think I did good, leave a like. And I will see you guys in the next one. Have a great rest of the day, and bye.